Distinguished scholars and colleagues, good morning. It's my privilege to present at the 6th ICME SSI 2025 our collaborative research from University Teknologi, Malaysia. Today we will unveil how psychological contracts silently govern employee performance in Beijing's property company, a phenomenon where unwritten expectations speak louder than formal job description. Our study, beyond the job description, psychological contracts and employee performance at XZ Property Company in Beijing, investigates how unwritten psychological contracts, those implicit expectations and obligations between employees and employers, drive performance in Beijing's competitive property sector. As we navigate an area where traditional employment paradigms are being redefined. This work offers timely insights for both academia and practitioners managing workforce dynamics in cross-cultural contexts. This article contains 6 parts. The first is introduction, and the second is literature review. The third is methodology, and the fourth is data analysis and findings. The fifth is discussion, and at last it is conclusion. Let's see the introduction. The introduction has 4 parts. The article has 2 core concepts. The one is job performance and the other one is psychological contracts. The psychological contracts has 2 dimensions. One is psychological contract individual expectations and the other one is psychological contract individual obligations. This research gap is cultural context gap and industry-specific gap. The cultural context gap is lack of studies examining psychological contracts within China's unique guanxi-based and hierarchical organizational culture, and the industry-specific gap is insufficient research on psychological contracts in labor-intensive property management sectors, despite their heavy reliance on employee-client interactions. This article's theoretical foundation is expectancy theory. It has 3 parts. One is expectancy, the effort performance linkage belief. The other is instrumentally performance reward linkage belief. And the other one is valence reward value assessment. And this article context Beijing challenged its high turnover and role ambiguity and emotional labor. This study valued it test Western theories in Eastern context, offers HR strategies for exit property company, enhances cross-culture of literature. Then the next. The literature review contains the definition of psychological contract and job performance. The psychological contract definition, the unwritten expectations and obligations between employees and employers. The PCIe contains compensation and career growth, work-life balance, and so on. And the PCIO contains such as loyalty, diligence, and discretionary effort, and so on. Job performance is a core construct in organizational behavior and human resources management. The theoretical foundation is expectancy theory to explain the relationship between job performance and psychological contracts. Then, under the Beijing property sector challenges, based on Beijing XD property challenges to propose conceptual framework and hypotheses. Let's to see the conceptual framework and hypotheses. Let's to see the next page. The conceptual framework of this article, the idea is psychological contract, and it has two dimensions. The one is psychological contract individual expectations, and the other is psychological contract individual obligations. The DV is job performance, and the hypothesis one is PCIe has a positive relationship with job performance. The hypothesis 2 is PCIO has a positive relationship with job performance. Next. Let's to see the methodology. This article uses quantitative research and use convenience sampling method. The sample contains all XZ components staff. The study population comprises all employees of XD property company, a prominent property management firm overseeing residential and commercial holdings in Beijing. From this population, a convenience sample of 468 employees was drawn across 7 Beijing projects, encompassing managerial personnel, senior executives, middle manager, supervisors, and operational staff, engineering, clerical, security, and customer service roles. This sample size was determined through consultation with the company's HR department and consideration of statistical power, confidence levels. The survey strategy is online platform and offline paper questionnaires. And the measures psychological contract contains 19 items, and the measures of job performance contains 11 items. Then let's see the data analysis and findings. This article is for data analysis use Smart PLS 3.0 software. Examine the relationship between variables in the actual research. We analyze the demographic information and the descriptive statistics, the reliability analysis, and the discriminant validity. Find the findings. From the Pearson correlation, we see both dimensions of psychological contract demonstrate significant positive correlations with job performance. PCIe exhibits a correlation coefficient with job performance, and the PCIO shows a stronger correlation with job performance. We from two parts to discussion the paper. The theoretical implication from this article, the PCIO's stronger impact challenges expectation-centric models, supports dual-dimensional PC theory, and the managerial implications. Responsibility protocols embed PCIO, such as security duties, into KPIs. Expectation management system document and address PCIe, such as career growth and compensation design, results, reward fulfillment. Last week conclusion about the article. The strong evidence, robust findings confirm psychological contracts, significantly boosts job performance, and at strategic level. Cultivating balanced PCIO drives both individual and organizational effectiveness, and the holistic approach. Success requires addressing both tangible expectations and intangible obligations contract. That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you all.